Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to another Total War Rome 2 online battle. And today we're looking at a match between me playing as the Suebi and my opponent playing as the Getae. Now, I was playing with one of my friends here. He was making some pretty good choices. This was a pretty close match. And I'll show you the builds he brought. I brought three Chimbri bowwomen, which are very good for they have their 150 range, and you also put them in the melee. They have spears, which helps them out against cavalry. I brought two Germanic scout riders and two riders of hunt, and I have one of each on each flank. Two berserkers, two round-shield swordsmen, two wolf warriors, four spear walls, one swords master as my general, and one hex bearer. And basically my line is, it goes berserker, round-shield swordsman, wolf warrior, spear wall, my general, and it mirrors on the other side. Now my opponent, I believe he brought, well, I'll have to look at exactly when I can see more of his army. I know he brought three noble swords, which definitely with the way I had my build, he could definitely cause a good amount of damage, and they did end up causing a lot of damage. He brought some mercenary axe warriors. Now you really don't want to use I hope you could hear me crack my neck like that. Axe units, you really don't want to use them as frontline unit. I guess Cartilli Axemen might be the exception, but even then, most of the time you want to have your spear units forming your defensive line, or very, very good sword units. Because axe units are very good for their high armor penetration damage, and you generally want them to go around the flank. My opponent, he also brought two noble horsemen, and he had a falxman on each side, flanked up by a heavy spear, I believe. And he had some armored spears, and obviously the mercenary axe warriors. So I'm going to pause it real quick so I can look at it. Three mercenary axe warriors, three noble swords. 1, 2, 3, 4 heavy spears, 2 armored spears, and then 2 noble horsemen. The one thing I think my opponent could have done is he could have brought maybe 1 or 2 range, probably 2, 3 range units, maybe drop some of the chevrons and put on some of the spear units. And maybe drop one of these spear units, maybe, or maybe drop a noble sword and get some more infantry or cavalry. Now my plan was to basically just use my Chimber bowman. One of them is on flaming shot, one of them is on whistling shot, and the other one's just on standard. I'm just basically going to focus fire and try and fear break. However, that did not necessarily go to my plan. And one thing you have to remember is that the way whistling shot works, it's not what it hits, it's anything that goes over it. So over here my hex bearers did not get hit by any of those arrows. However, the fact that the whistling shot arrows went over them applies the fear effect. I almost instantly break one of his axe warriors, because obviously my sword masters cleave through it pretty quick. And I brought an Aristavus general, so I don't think I popped any of my abilities yet. But one mistake I did make is I didn't pop the Furious Charge ability, which gives you a very good charge and attack bonus, I believe. I might have popped it later at some point just to get some extra damage. Well, as you can see, my berserkers are just making mincemeat out of this Falkman's armored spear. And that's why you really need to bring range units if you know your opponent's going to bring berserkers. Because berserkers, they only have 10 armor, which is their shield, so they're very, very vulnerable to range missile units. As you can see, these Falksmen do get a couple kills, but these armored spears are basically going down without a fight. I believe my berserkers on the other side are also, 102 kills so far. Over here, I'm just trying to keep his noble horsemen at bay, because I did not notice, because I wasn't very prepared for him to have those over there. My riders to the hunt weren't either. I have my Germanic scout riders firing into the wrong battle, and they really should be. Oh wait, no, they are. They're just not looking the right direction. Firing over here into this noble horseman. And I gotta say, one of my favorite things about the noble horseman is they have I don't know what the actual name for it, but I know it's called Lurica Plumbata. It's the plumage style armor. I think it looks pretty cool. It looks really clean. So yeah, my wolf warriors are getting a good amount of kills here, and as you can see, our main battle line here is being pretty stagnant. Because spear walls, I mean, they are just very, very good defensive units. There, I do think I popped popped pride to boost AP damage. So as you can see, they have 84 melee defense and 60 armor. I mean, these guys will just never, ever die. These guys will go on forever. They'll fight for a very, very long time. They're almost kind of like hoplites. And maybe if you popped in the shield wall, they could kind of function as a pseudo-hoplite. These spear wall may say that... No, I don't think... Yeah, these are... The spear wall is fighting a... two of my spear walls are fighting a axe warrior and a noble swords. And they're still getting a very good amount of kills, and they're not going down very quickly. So over here you can see my wolf warriors, my berserker, and one of my round shield swordsmen are fighting. The thing is with round shield swordsmen, they have very good attack, however very, very poor armor and melee defense. Now, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, only 39. Wolf warriors do more weapon attack damage, and they have, and I believe all club infantry have they still have their bonus versus infantry. And also, if you're ever choose between blood sword and round shield swordsman, the round shield swordsmen have more attack, however the blood sword have more armor. And as you can see, these berserkers over here are just ripping right through everything. 260 some kills, 199 on this one. Now over here, he does rout my general, and I was afraid that I was going to have a chain rout. Because two of my spear walls, who still have a good amount of men in them, now they start losing, now they're getting tired. Obviously his units are tired too, but obviously now my general's dead, and I was very afraid of a mass rout. However, I miraculously managed to pull it through, and if I didn't pull through, probably with these two spear wall units, I would have been done. Because having that noble swords and that axe war really would have hurt me in the end. So this mercenary axe warrior is fighting this round shield swordsman over here. This armored spear is having to fight multiple units from multiple sides. I'm running some of my other units to fight this noble swords, and now because they're exhausted from popping that headhunt, they're a lot less effective in battle. My berserkers are running into battle. Round shield swordsmen are coming in too, and now I'm able to wrap this up. This is actually a very close fight. What I really think my opponent should have done is he should have not... One thing I like to do is if I notice the skirmishers aren't causing too much damage or I'm losing the main infantry fight, run your, use your shot cav. You can kind of just run through the skirmisher line a bit. But don't kill them all, and then go and cycle charge full back into the skirmishers or in the empty space, and then come back in. Because this patch, you really need more of those infantry units to win. And getting back charges in lines really can help, and also have a very good shock effect. And as you can see at this one, I'm really just cleaning up right here. I left my Chimney Bowman, and I just showed them earlier they run out of ammo. I don't know. A very good match for my opponent. It was pretty close. I was afraid of the chain route, as I said before. It was a pretty fun match. I have another one coming up from him before. And as the costly victory, there was definitely a point where this could have swayed massively in my opponent's favor. Or I say it was a pretty fun match overall. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this in another video, but I'm also participating in the Nations Cup. It's a community tournament, so I'm going to show you the guys the games I participate in. Then maybe if you guys are watching, you're participating, awesome. And if not, check it out, the Total War Online. I'll post a link down in the description of this video onto there. And I gotta say, check it out. Alright? This Chimney Bowman wants you to. Alright? Don't be a Suebi, guys. Alright? Or else I'm gonna give you a look like that. Alright? I'll catch you all later. Peace!